Hey everybody, welcome to the Pickle Vittles show. Quick question. Have you ever picked on you? You pick on yourself. You bully yourself. You're the worst critic of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And you know, if I would have known then what I knew now, I was born in the 80s, 1984. If I would have known then what I know now is, you know, your mind has to be in the right place to do the right things. And my mind was not in the right place those years. I called myself gangbanging in kindergarten because it was popular. I wanted to do it. Everybody was doing it. Gangbangers had all the beautiful girls and, you know, the nicest cars and stuff. But I didn't know they were poor. I just seen they were having a great time. Most of them were poor. They might have lots of money, but that, you know, so most of them, sometimes they're getting it in illegal ways. And then that's rent and bills. And then you have to worry about what next illegal venture you're going to do to obtain more money. Very, 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 it's a headache to do that. And sometimes I kick my own butt for even going in that direction, but I didn't know. I always had this grand vision of myself in mansions and Rolls Royces and buying my mom all kinds of different houses and cars and, you know, and just living the multi-millionaire's life. But then I kept going in the direction of the bum. I kept going in an impoverished direction. I didn't know that. I figured, I guess, well, my goals were I was going to become a professional football player. And then my teacher said, well, you know, that's a 1 in a million opportunity. You know, you should pick a backup. And I said, there's no backup. I'm going to be a professional football player and that's it. And they just stoned me and stoned me and stoned me and stoned me, you know. And that's another thing that I can kind of lean on myself and say, sir, you know, you kind of let go. And I did. I'm not going to say that I took the influence, but I believe subconsciously the influence that I took in that regard to myself probably affected my world, but I can't blame that. This is my fault. It's absolutely my fault. It's not my teacher's fault. It's not my parents' fault. It's not my friend's fault. It's all my fault because I could have made that decision, though I didn't know it was, you know, I knew it was my decision. I didn't know that I had to kind of make the decision and stick to it and by any means necessary make this become my reality. I just kind of let it go. Got banged up a little bit and I just kind of said, you know, whatever. Then I started hitting the streets gangbanging. Seemed like on a professional level, you know. And I gotta blame myself. Because it's me that makes this world that I live in go round. People always say it's sex, it's cars, it's food, whatever you say that makes the world go round, it's bullshit. It's you that makes your world go round. You create your reality, okay? And if you're not living in the reality that you want for yourself, that you've created in your mind for yourself, if you don't live in this place, what you see here, I'm sure you're sad. Absolutely positive, you are sad. And you're getting sadder and sadder by the day. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that because you can change that today. You can make a decision. You can pick a path and you can make it happen. No if, no ands, and no buts. You decide your future. You decide your now. And there's nothing our past can do about it. Yesterday was yesterday. We can't fix it. 10 years ago is 10 years ago. We cannot fix it. What we can fix is ourselves right now. Don't look at yourself as the criminal or the crook. Look at yourself as the multi-billionaire, as the philanthropist. Look at yourself as the business owner I have, and look at where I'm at now. This is my office. This is the place. My office, the old Battleship, used to be in a garage. My old garage in my old house. It used to be there. But I made a move for the better, of course. And I live in the place of my dreams. There's beautiful trees around us, and there's beautiful rivers and oceans, or well, beautiful rivers. The ocean's beautiful too. Lakes and streams, and it's just beautiful. And that's something that's came from my mind, something that I visualized and now I live in. But we moved out here to an apartment. Well, not an apartment, a townhouse, which is pretty much the same thing, But so we can find the house of our dreams. We didn't want to find a house from the house because we had to go look at the area, scope the neighborhood out, make sure the house is up to par for our family. So this is what's going on. So I had to get an actual business space. And to be honest, I'm glad that I've done this. I'm absolutely ecstatic that I'm here doing what I'm doing. I see myself leveling up every single day, doing what it takes to become a multi-billionaire every single day. And that's why I like to reach out to you guys to say, guys, I have been at the bottom of the barrel. I have a rap. I forgot what it's called. I said, bottom of the barrel, fucking heaps so much my peeps is orphans. Man, I gotta eat. I'm thirsty too. We run off high performance. And what I mean by that, let me kind of break that down to you. Some of my old friends were orphans. I hung out with them. I didn't have family neither. A lot of my family, if I didn't turn my back on them, they turned their back on me. We just done that. It's just how it was. Now I've turned my back on predominantly everybody that I've ever known. Why? Because they weren't going into the direction that I was going to. They weren't interested in the things that I'm interested in. And some of you might say, yeah, that's kind of cold. No, it's not cold. It's not cold. This is a reality. It's a reality. You cannot be around people that aren't going where you're going. You can still be friends. Hey, how you doing? Give them a call. There's people that I still stay in contact with that don't have the ambition that I have. I still stay in contact with these people, but I'm not an everyday talker on the phone. I don't get on social media left and right. Everything that you've seen on these social medias, my team takes care of it, i.e. my wife. That's it. Eventually we'll be able to hire our own team to do this stuff, and I will gladly pay them. But see, even at that point, I know I have to communicate, but very minimal. Very minimal. I love being in my mind.